What is up, everybody? My name is Ali G, and welcome to another video. Finally, we're back on that Dragon Quest XI goodness. I know I haven't released news in a long ass time, but trust me, like my computer's been fucking up, and I've been doing too many streams. And honestly, I've been a little preoccupied playing Dragon Quest Heroes 2. Guilty. I'm so sorry. But I'm finally back on that news flow, and we're talking about in this video the new and improved skill panel for Dragon Quest XI and the Spell of Restoration, which we did discuss in a previous video, and we did kind of confirm that it's going to be in Dragon Quest XI, but we need more details on, we got more details on the Spell of Restoration and a couple screenshots regarding it. So for those of you that were wondering about it or wanted to know more information on it, here you go. And for those of you that never heard about it and was like, what the fuck's a Spell of Restoration? Well, you're going to find out in this video, my guy. Okie dokie. And then we got tons and tons of screenshots to support all that news that came along with that shit. Oh my glob. Okay, here we go. The skill panel for Dragon Quest XI. Here we go. So right now it says right here, the skill panel consists of each member of the party's skills arranged as panels. By allocating the skill points you obtain by leveling up and other means, you can learn special skills and increase your stats. Do it all in a growth system unique to Dragon Quest XI. It says right here on this screenshot as a caption, it says, freely choose which skills you want to learn and develop your characters to your liking. So basically what they said in that tiny little article is like, this is where you level up your characters and increase their stats and all that good stuff, like where you allocate your skill points and cash in all those skill points so you can get cool moves and better attack and better defense and all that good stuff. Now, this system right here, what you're seeing on screen, you might have seen it in other games. What I personally can compare it to is the most recent Ratchet and Clank game. It reminds me a lot of that when it comes to upgrading your guns. It's using a I guess this is what you call a quote-unquote skill panel system, where you like buy a skill, and then every like item that's branching off of that skill, every skill that's branching off of that skill that you purchased is now going to be available, and it's just like a tree, a family tree of skills that you can end up getting. So that's really awesome. And if we look at this right here, if we look at the screenshot, we see that the 3 skills you can get originally, they're all like quote-unquote hero skills. I believe that, like, I call them hero skills because they're skills that pertain to your character and they're moves that your character can do without requiring a weapon and stuff like that. That's what that is. And then when you look at the weapons and stuff, you see that there are different type of weapons on that skill panel. There's a very skinny sword, that's like the broadsword, and then there's a very blunt weapon sword. So there's 2 different swords, and that's really awesome. I like that portion a lot. So like not just only are there 2 different swords, but there's multiple different weapons. And the reason like why we see 2 different ones here is because you can level up like in terms of damage and stuff, and in terms of the skills that you can allocate for those weapons. You can get skills for those weapons and increase their attack and stuff in those skill points that you see right there. In those skill panels, I believe that's what they do. And then all those question marks that you see, we'll discuss in a future screenshot that you'll see like in a couple seconds, but that's what I believe this is to be. So the broadsword, like the one on the left, that skinny sword, that upgrades specific type of sword. So that will upgrade that specific type of sword, and the big sword will upgrade the big swords, you know? It's not just one weapon, but it's every weapon in that type of class. So that's going to be really awesome, and I'm going to like that a lot. I believe that based on your vocation, you can kind of like switch between panels. I believe that only the protagonist is going to have maybe multiple panels, so he can upgrade in many types of fields. That's going to be really awesome if that's the case, but I'm not 100% sure, and it might not make any sense, but that would be really cool if that was the case. So moving down to this 3DS screenshot, there's going to be a 3DS screenshot with every PS4 screenshot that we see regarding the skill panel. It's going to literally be the same thing. In this skill panel right here, we're looking at Camus's panel. So we're looking at it and we see that he has hands and he has like boomerangs. So Camus, boomerangs kind of seem not, if we look at all the gameplay that we've seen over time, all the freaking, whatchamacallit, all the freaking weapons that we've seen Camus use have been like either swords or boomerangs. Boomerangs we've seen him use multiple times in the previous gameplays, and it seems like boomerangs is one of the main weapons that you can upgrade on his skill panel, as you know that you the protagonist, you the player, can kind of use any weapon you want, while your party members are kind of set to only use certain types of weapons, and I believe boomerang is one of the types of weapons that Camus can use, so that's awesome. I believe the hands probably symbolize the fact that Camus is like it's like maybe a skill that tries to steal something from the enemy, because I know that's kind of Camus's thing. He likes to get loot. He's a treasure hunter type guy, so that's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be awesome. If we look closely, the one that's highlighted in blue is the one that you already have, but the one in the center is kind of like the start of the start. Like, you don't even have to buy that one. That's just like how you started out. And the ones outlined in orange are the one that you can buy but you haven't bought yet, and the ones in gray are just like the ones that you need to get future. So that's going to be really awesome. That's going to be really awesome. Moving on to the next screenshot, there are skills based on weapons and the individual characteristics of each character. Okay, so looking at this, we can see that we have some hero skills and some like skills regarding our broadswords and stuff. So that's awesome. I like that a lot. So in the orange, it seems like they're color coded as well. It seems like pink is for the weapons and orange is for the like skills. That's going to be awesome. That's going to be really cool. It seems like when you unlock a skill, as I said before, you have a blue outline around it, so that's going to be awesome as well. And then if you look closely at this screenshot, we see the question marks, and we see that there are cracks around the question mark. The cracks around those question marks indicate that that question mark is going to be revealed and you're going to be able to see that item. In order to see that item, you're going to have to get all these skills around that question mark, get all these skills, acquire all the ones that are circling around that question mark, and then you'll unlock the question mark and you'll get whatever skill that is. So I remember that was a thing in the Ratchet and Clank in the most recent one. I believe that was also a thing there, so it's not really anything new, but I love that they're doing this because, like, honestly, this system really works for Dragon Quest, because I remember in well, not I remember, but me currently playing Dragon Quest VIII, playing that game and having to scroll through all my classes to see what I wanted to upgrade is kind of a nuisance, you know? It's not really cool. I don't like that much, but moving on from that, we'll scroll down to this 3DS screenshot. By the way, I do like the skill panel. Skill panel's lit. I cannot wait. So I was saying with Dragon Quest VIII, like, I don't like having to look in each section to find my freaking thing. Like, navigating through my skills was annoying, but here, navigating through your skills is not going to be annoying. It's going to be awesome, and I'm going to love it so much. Then we have in this 3DS screenshot, literally the same thing, but now we're on Camus's screen. We see some of that. Look at the cracks on the 3DS screenshot on the question mark blocks. You can see the cracks there as well. So that's going to be really cool. It's going to be really cool. Okay. Excusez-moi. So moving on to the next screenshot, it says right here, there are even hero skills you can learn. Not 100% sure what that means, but as we see from the screenshot, the left side is kind of lighting up. Maybe when you get all of these skills on that side, you get an extra skill, possibly. I don't know if that's correct, but that would be really cool if that is the case. I'm not 100% sure, though, so don't hold me on that. But yeah, that's kind of like your entire skill panel, by the way. That's kind of what it looks like, at least from the view that we're seeing it and from our direction. If we look on the right, from my view, it looks like they're chickens, but it's really just the big sword and the up arrow, excuse me. So moving down to the next screenshot, we have panels come in various forms. Each member of the party has their own unique panel. So we're looking at Ro's panel right now. For those of you that don't know Ro is the old man wearing the using the cane, and he uses like the claws on his hands. That's who Ro is. So we can't see his face right now, but Ro, because this is a 3DS screenshot, so that's Ro. We have 40, and it shows in the bottom left. It shows all the skill points you can allocate for that person. So that's really cool. I like this a lot, man. I'm liking this a lot. This looks really awesome. This is going to be really cool to play with. How you develop your character changes how you battle in a big way. You can develop your character in various ways and try out an assortment of actions. Awesome. So we're looking at Sylvia right now, and you see how it has all the skill points allocated for all of our members on the left side. That's really awesome. I like that a lot. Sylvia already has tons of stuff unlocked on his side. That's awesome. And then we're going to move down to this 3DS screenshot where it's Sylvia once again. Has a bunch of stuff. I believe Sylvia and them have like one panel. We as the protagonist, as the main character, might have more than one panel because we have more weapons to take care of, but as like Sylvia and stuff, like they have a ton of freaking, like, not a ton, excuse me. They have one panel. They have one singular panel to worry about. So still though, that's gonna be really cool. So moving on. Or you can focus on developing your characters in one way to learn strong special skills at an early stage. Okay, that's really cool. So basically what they're saying is, you saw the previous screenshots where they were kind of, whoever was like spending skill points was spreading out across the panel. They were like, I'm gonna put skill points here, a little bit here, so they can get kind of a little bit of everything, and then near the end basically have the entire skill panel filled. Or you can aim for one thing. So you can aim for like one thing just to like get a really special skill that you wanted, you know? I know that in Dragon Quest VIII, that's kind of a thing as well. I know that when I, like, have a particular weapon that I like, I only want to upgrade my character in that weapon. If Jessica has a whip, I'm going to upgrade Jessica's whip. I'm going to upgrade it till it's, like, max upgraded, like, 100 skill points type shit. If I'm using a boomerang, I'm gonna upgrade my boomerang to, like, max. I know boomerangs are ass, trust me, but, if I want to fucking, like, if I want to get Senya with a better fucking harp, I'm gonna maximize her harp to the fucking max, you know? Like, that's what they're basically saying there. You can, that's why I like the skill panel so much. You can go in one direction and upgrade for a specific skill that you are wanting and striving for in the very beginning of the game, so you're overpowered, or you can get little bits of everything, have all your characters balanced, and play the game like that. So that's gonna be really awesome. I like that a lot. Then we have this 3DS screenshot right here. Not really sure what to take from this. It's kind of the exact same thing. We're looking at, this is also Sylvia, and it's just showing you how it looks like on the 3DS screen. So that's awesome. There are various attacks using one hand. Okay, now, here we are with the gameplay screenshots, and I believe these gameplay screenshots are regarding the hero skills that all the other characters can be using. So that's going to be really awesome, and I'm going to really enjoy that. So right here it says there are various attacks using one-handed swords, daggers, and whips. So as we see, our man Sylvia is using a what looks like a poison sword of some sort. It looks like the Sylph from Berserk. Hello? Sylvia using that Sylph from Berserk on these little cactus guys. Then we move on to the next screenshot as we see him using a love whip on these guys, so that kind of confirms that whips work for Sylvia. Sylvia seems to be the sex appeal member of the group. I mean, I'm not gay, but Sylvia looked like the GOAT, low-key. It looks like Dual Magus fused with fucking like a JoJo character, I don't know. But anyways, moving on, we have these 3DS screenshots, more of Sylvia using some of his moves. Moving on to this next one on the cactus again, so that's really cool. And then it says in these next couple of screenshots, the caption says, polish your skill and unleash a variety of dances. So Sylvia, we have seen in previous gameplay that Sylvia has done dances before, so that's really cool. That's really awesome. I like that a lot. Sylvia might be one of those characters that does dances and distracts the enemy, because I know that happens a lot in Dragon Quest, so maybe Sylvia is going to be that character on our team that actually does that, so that's going to be really cool. I'm going to like that a lot. He is like an entertainer after all, so it does make sense. Then we got all those screenshots, the 3DS screenshots, yada yada yada. Moving on, then we have a look at some skills. That's what this section of screenshots is titled. So we see right here, this 3DS screenshot, the protagonist's God Sword special skill, Giga Slash. So I'm assuming that the protagonist is using Giga Slash in this instance. And then we moving on to the next screenshot, we can see that Camus is using Miraculous special skill Steal. So it looks like he's stealing money from this guy. As I was saying before, bro, like the hands on the skill panel look like things that Camus would use to steal from like enemies and stuff. That's gonna be really awesome, and I'm gonna really enjoy watching that. That's gonna be nice. Camus's boomerang special skill Slime Blow in this next 3DS screenshot. So like I said, Camus is a boomerang guy, bro. He uses boomerangs a lot. Slime Blow, that's a skill that I never heard of, but hey, it's in there now. It's in there now. Veronica's Grimoire special skill, Magic Awakening. I don't know what any of these skills do, but like seeing them in action looks amazing. I like that a lot. So it's basically all these screenshots are just kind of saying that like every character has their own special skills that pertain to them and no other characters can really do. You know, there are skills that all the characters can do. You know, everyone can kind of heal. Everyone can kind of do the squelch or like zoom to like cure and stuff, and to like fast travel and shit. But you know, like Melody of Fire in this next screenshot for Senya, you know, only Senya can do that Melody of Fire screenshot, you know? It's not like everyone can do that. So I really like that. I really like that. It's cool. It's cool. So then moving on with these screenshots, we have Sylvia's acrobatic special skill, Flute of Fascination, once again looking nice as shit. Then we have in this next screenshot right here, Martina's melee special skill, Vacuum Kick. Martina seems like a very close range character. I'm extremely excited for her. I'm extremely excited to play as her. Look at that metal slime in the background taunting your ass. That shit's scary. Okay, so now we see right here, we have Rose Enlightenment special skill, Aesthetic Enlightenment. Like I said, I'm going to assume that these skills aren't new to us. I'm going to assume that we've seen these before. I'm not a Dragon Quest expert, but I am excited for Dragon Quest 11, and I am playing Dragon Quest 8. So, you know, I do know the Ninja way, and we kind of went over all the screenshots regarding these skills and the skill panel, so that's going to be really cool. Now we got over that. Now we can talk about the Spell of Restoration. Not much to talk about regarding the not much to talk about regarding the Spell of Restoration, but nonetheless, the Spell of Restoration right here, as we can see, yeah, as we can see right here, the Spell of Restoration is a feature that lets you continue your adventure from roughly the same place in the story by entering a code into the adventure log menu. So you can go to the church and then enter a code in the adventure log, and then go on your 3DS, enter that code, and then, you know. So basically, for those of you that don't know, let me just read this essay. Let me just finish reading this paragraph. Since you can log the hero's name and roughly how far you advanced in the story, you can continue the story on a different platform. Your level, the amount of money you have, and your possessions will be replaced with those prepared beforehand based on your progress through the story. Awesome, awesome. I love it. I love it. So basically they're saying that you can literally transfer your save file from your PS4 to your 3DS. How fucking amazing is that? I know it was confirmed previously, but they're kind of giving us a little more details on it, on how to actually do it, and like what actually transfers and stuff, because it doesn't seem to be 100% exact. So they're saying that you kind of have to type in a code, and then you type the code in on your 3DS, and then I guess the save file goes to your 3DS or something like that. That's gonna be really cool if it does work. I've never seen this in any other Dragon Quest game. I'm told that this is already a thing, that this has happened before, but you know, that's gonna be really cool if that is like a legit thing. So it says in this screenshot, by entering the Spell of Restoration, you can pick up your adventure from approximately where you last left off in the story. So we have a 3DS screenshot that's obviously in the menu of the Spell of Restoration, and then we have a PS4 screenshot that is also in the menu of the Spell of Restoration. It seems like this is where you type in the code so you can use it, so you can gain access to the whatchamacallit, to like the save file that was on your previous console or device that you want to transfer to the other. So then we look at these screenshots, and it shows you how to do it in the church. You can inquire about the Spell of Restoration at the church. That's going to be awesome. That's nice. That's nice. And then it shows us do it on the 3DS as well. And that's basically all the screenshots we have to see. Okay, that is actually lit. Like, that's actually really cool. Actually, no, we have two more screenshots to see. We have two more. So, we have this one. They're kind of show us a comparison of what happens when you actually do it. So this is him in his PS4 version, and then we're going to go over to the 3DS version, and this is him in the 3DS version. If you look closely at the PS4 version and the 3DS version, you can see that they are actually literally in the exact same spot on the map. I know it might look different because the 3DS version is like not to scale to the PS4 version, but if you look closely, you know, those three villagers are still there, the stairs are still there. Like, he's in the exact same spot. Not a really good comparison in my opinion, because like they don't have the exact same menus pulled up, so that's kind of stupid. But I'm assuming that the money transferred over, as well as his level, as his same exact of HP and MP, and all of his items and all that good stuff. So that's gonna be really awesome. That's gonna be really awesome. I like that a lot. I love it. I love it. It's really cool. That is really cool. So anyways, that's basically all we have to say in this video regarding the Spell of Restoration, all those beautiful screenshots, and the skill panel of Dragon Quest XI. So for anyone that was watching this video saying like, Ali, I heard about this 2 fucking weeks ago, how come you're only telling me now? I am so sorry, because Audacity just was like, Ali, I'm gonna stick a pipe up your butthole and not allow you to make this video for all your Dragon Quest fans. And I'm like, no, I won't allow you to. My Dragon Quest Quest. Hello? My Dragon Quest fans deserve to hear the Dragon Quest XI goodness. Don't fucking stop me, Audacity. It took me 2 weeks to get Audacity to work, and it took me 2 weeks to stop playing Dragon Quest Heroes 2, but I finally did it. I finally made that fucking news video. I am so sorry, guys. Won't happen again. We're gonna move on right to the next news video. I'm gonna move on to recording that right after this one. So for anyone that enjoyed this video, please click that subscribe button if you want to see more of that Dragon Quest XI news. Please click that like button if you enjoyed this news video, and please tell me your thoughts on the skill panel, the screenshots, and the spell of restoration in the comments down below. My name is Ali G, and I cannot wait to see my Dragon Questers next fucking Dragon Quest XI video, or next Dragon Quest Heroes 2 video. My name is Ali G once again, and I will see you all later. Deuces.